Glory to the swarm, brothers and sisters. I'm your cult leader, Cheese. Because there's been a delay in the release of patch 1.7, I have a few more games that I was excited to get to record here and to share with you guys, and I'm going to try to get out a few more than usual this week. So bear with me while I share some fun games I've had over the last few weeks, including this one where we loan on round 4. Let's take a look. Before we get into the game, I'd just like to thank you for taking the time to like and subscribe. Spreading the gospel is a great way to meet new people and learn new words. Some you may not even want to repeat in polite company. Okay, here we go. So we are offered Aerial Specialist, Giant Specialist, Supply, and Cost Control. So for us, Aerial Specialist seems like the obvious choice. Can't imagine why. Maybe something to do with taking to the air? I don't know. Seems crazy, I know. Looks like our opponent actually got a more fun spec and speed spec. But hey, we'll take spiders and fangs. So we're up against steel balls and crawlers. We buy a couple of void eyes because we want to try to set up in a way that we're going to be able to compete with the opponent on this first round. Preferably in a headbutt, which is why we want the void eyes. We'll get good chaff clear out of our spiders. The fang should help to slow down the steel balls, and then we want our void eyes to clean everything up. Opponent goes with an asymmetric attack. They pick up a single arc light, another pack of crawlers. We decide to go right on the line in a centralized aggro formation, and we're just trying to pull the opponent into us from whichever side they decide to come in on. And as you can see, the opponent gets entirely pulled into us. Unfortunately, our left side winds up wandering off to check out that tower over there. That's really interesting, leaving these void eyes and spider all on their own. We do manage to take out a pack of their crawlers and some of the steel balls before we get the tower. Now, luckily, most of their forces are pulled towards us, but a few are going towards the tower, and that's going to cause us some problems. We will clean up quite a few of these crawlers, probably be able to take out the steel balls, but it's not looking great. We are able to protect. Nope, there it goes. Steel balls onto the spider, and there goes round 1. There's too many crawlers, too many steel balls. But that's okay. We now know where the opponent is, and we get a shield airdrop. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to take this shield airdrop. Opponent takes the improved wraith, which can be dangerous, especially if we're considering the gospel. But right now we're kind of thinking, do we want deployment module, do we want the improved wraith, or do we want the shield airdrop? Because we are aerial spec, improved wraith here would be pretty good for us. We do decide to go with the shield. We buy some more void eyes. Opponent adds more crawlers and levels up one of their steel balls. So they bought the improved wraith, but they haven't yet used it. They are training specialist, so they could potentially drop a level 2 wraith next round. But, that's not really what we're worried about right now. We buy more void eyes to help out here. We buy some crawlers, and we drop our shield in the back right corner. So what we're thinking here is we're going to pull their units with this crawler. And the next round we'll buy a beacon, we'll pull it back through the shield, and just generally run them around and cause them some trouble. But by pulling those steel balls backwards, we wind up being able to just completely run over the forces are left here, and it gives us a big advantage for when the rest of his forces do arrive. So we've already got void eyes shooting at arc lights. We take the tower. We still got all our spiders. These level 2 steel balls aren't going to get in because of the tower timing. It's a really good round for us. Just going to clean everything up here. All right. Nice counter punch. I really like it. Round 3. So here we see a couple of Phantom Rays. We see a Raiden, a couple of Marksmen, and a Vulcan. And we take the Phantom Rays. What we're thinking is, okay, we know they've got the improved Wraith. So that is a bit of concern. Phantom Rays are pretty good against the Wraith. So what we do is we wind up putting our Rays into the flank, and we add a couple of Wasps behind them. Not a bad round here for us. We buy the beacon. And are we gonna? Yep, we're still gonna run the crawler back there. So we're gonna wind up pulling all of this into our aerial units, including this Wraith that is level 2, like we talked about being dangerous. The opponent is trying to decide where to put his Phantom Rays. They sold one so they could afford this Wraith. They bought another crawler, stuck it over on the flank, and just trying to figure out where they're gonna put their own Phantom Rays. So I think they wind up leaving it here, which works out really well for them. At least this round. So yeah, not a great round for us with this Wraith coming back to shoot at our Wasps. Now, luckily, the Phantom Rays start shooting at the crawlers. It allows our Wasps to get onto them. Unfortunately, this level 2 Wraith is a huge problem for us. So are these crawlers now taking our tower for free? Do we get that tower first? We do, which is huge. It does allow us to clean up the Phantom Ray, but we are not going to kill that Wraith. Not even a little bit. So these steel balls are running over here. Just leading on a merry chase. We should be able to clean up everything except for the Wraith. And then we will move into round 4. So that round is a win for the opponent. And it's not the best situation to be in, but we do get another shield drop. There's also a nano and a smoke bomb, fortified overlord, but we really like these shield airdrops when we're flanking. It allows us all kinds of extra options we wouldn't normally have. So because we do have 2 packs of aerial units over here, we definitely need these crawlers in front, because otherwise a missile will take out our Phantom Rays very quickly. We have leveled up our tower here since they continue to push at it. The opponent has taken degen beam and put the regen onto their Wraith. Now you see here that we've taken range and speed, and we've also taken anti-air and range on the Wasps. This is a bit of a gamble. We're also beaconing our crawler straight to the tower, trying to thread the needle here and take that while we're fighting. The big thing here is we're trying to make sure we take out this Wraith. If it comes back to us. And they sold out of their Phantom Rays, so that's actually going to be really good for us. They add more steel balls here on the flank. That degen beam could become a problem. We needed 50 extra supply, I believe, in order to get the tech, which is why we have the range and speed. And that's also going to help us get onto the tower faster. They will take the tower first because of these steel balls, but this is going to work out for us pretty well because we should be able to take this tower as they're engaging with the rest of our forces. And yeah, we do lose the spiders, but we're going to get a double tower debuff and all of our flying units are coming in. This Wraith is still stuck in the beacon, finally gets out. We do get the tower. We should clean up all of these balls, and we should be able to clean up the Wraith as well because we do have enough Phantom Rays. They have degen beam, but not range. So our Wasp should definitely have the advantage in this fight. Yeah, we have AA, so even with that regen, it's not going to be enough. It's going to feed us a ton of experience. Yeah, these Wasp level, Phantom Rays level. Really nice round for us. Yeah, we loaned. It's going to hurt on round 5, but we're building up our flank here. So round 5 is a drop round. That's really good for us. None of these are particularly great. The Mustangs are good for the opponent. Fire Badgers aren't bad for us. They've got a lot of stuff. Sabertooth, not really. We wind up going with the Fire Badgers here. Now, if I'm the opponent, I'm probably thinking, if I'm familiar with this, there's going to be a Rhino put in here. So maybe they're thinking they need to put steel balls back there. Well, we see they have so many steel balls, and we're probably thinking, no, we're not going to go with a Rhino at all. So, as you can see on our Phantom Rays, we are running very much close range brawler build with shields and armor, as well as high explosive and burst. Gives us a lot of variety and options for what we can do with them. We take our fire badgers, we put them over here to help defend the tower. We level it to level 3. We level up all of our units. The opponent has put 2 wraiths far too close to the board. We have anti-air. We are going to shoot these immediately. We're level 2, so we're going to be doing just under 1,000 damage per shot per wasp on this. Now this thing does have 50,000 HP, so it will take a few shots to get to, but because they don't have range right now, they actually cannot reach the wasps. We do have the beacon here, which is going to help push us forward. These phantom rays should take out the fire badgers. These wasps should take out the wraith. And we've also got this fire badger and wasp push from the other side to take the tower. So yeah, we are able to get in, kill both wraiths, minimal losses. We do lose one of our bubbles to steel balls. That's going to happen when you see steel balls. But we've eliminated a big chunk of their defense. They're taking our tower under debuff. We've got now a second debuff for them, so we will outlast them as far as this goes. We only had, I believe it was level 3 tower, so it should have only been 5 seconds of debuff. Unfortunately, we do have these stuck in the beacon going to the other tower. We weren't expecting that to be quite so successful, but it's okay because we're going to come and clean up now. So we're going to get a lot more experience. You can see these wasps are about to level again, especially once they kill this wraith. There we go. Not even having to kill the wraith yet. And down it goes. So, really good round for us. You know, our wasps combined did 150,000 damage. That's huge. We get another level. Quick teleports offered. It's interesting. Missile strike's also really good here. There's just a lot of things that could be missile struck. It's bad for us though because the opponent can take out one of our wasps. We have diversified though by adding the wasp over here with these. We're thinking we're leaving room for a rhino. We are going to lose these to the missile strike. We will not, however, lose the phantom rays, and we will have this pack that should still take these out. So I think we'll still win back here. It's going to be tough. This has become almost a race situation. We've sold off one of our spiders last round. We've taken range and speed. We are likely going to loan as well. We have 300. We haven't bought units. We wind up buying another pack of wasps, sticking them over here with the levels. Okay. They've taken +1 attack and defense, so have we. We're now beaconing over here. We're expecting the opponent to maybe missile, so we throw down a crawler to protect against that. They're just going to keep on pushing. So we're going to try to take out these crawlers and put some damage on these steel balls with this crawler right here. Maybe we'll get some of these crawlers into it too. We also missile just to make sure. Trying to take out these balls and some of these. The opponent does sell out of their fire badgers. They add a bunch of crawlers here. So that bunch of crawlers is going to hold up our phantom rays from getting on to the wraiths. But these AA wasps are just too much. Now, unfortunately, we do wind up losing. As you can see, we did not have a very strong flank. We did not continue to build out the flank, which is one of the things I really like to do. Instead, we switched to the other side. Just because we were faced with in-our-face wraiths with training spec that were just continuing to build. And, you know, that becomes a problem. All these steel balls, we can't put down rhinos. You know, maybe we put down a wraith of our own as an option. But, you know, with the phantom rays there, they're doing a pretty good job. The opponent going with 8 gun instead of range, again, really helps us initially. Our wasps are too strong for the opponent's wraith. Goes well. Super supplies offered. We definitely don't want that. We consider the advanced offensive tactics. That would help a lot with alphaing down the wraiths. Because if you look, he's got his intensive training available again. So he can take this thing and he can add another, 17,000 HP? 16,000 HP? Like, that's a problem, right? You know, this has become a race and we are slowly losing ground. You know, we're doing well, But he sells the big wraith. I think that was a mistake. He sells it, he buys a level 2 wraith, makes it a level 3, and I think he's going to stick it over here. If I'm him, I'm leveling this one right here, maybe giving it range, and it should do a lot of work over here. Now we have level 3 Phantom Rays that we've been using as our tank. Yeah, this is a big mistake because this thing, yes, it can target these wasps, but there are enough other things in front, and we have the anti-air. Again, these are going to do now over 1,000 per shot, and these are going to be doing 600 per shot. That's not going to last very long. He does buy some anti-air Mustangs. It's not a bad call. We don't have armor, but with the high explosive, we should clear a lot of this chaff pretty quickly. We also have taken double tech on our crawlers. The opponent has not. That's going to hold up these wraiths even more. And while these will probably get straight onto the Phantom Rays, no, they're actually not in range. Are they? Nope, they are not. So because they're not in range, we're able to clear the wraith immediately, and our crawler situation causes his Mustangs to just get stuck on those. Now this level 3 wraith over here does manage to take out both packs because we only had the single, or I'm sorry, the level 2 and the level 1, and level 3 was just too much for that. So he's able to successfully defend that side. And this is kind of what I was talking about with the race situation. It's a race against wraiths, levels, and techs. So we're trying to finish this as quickly as possible. These Phantom Rays, though, are doing great work for us. These anti-air wasps are just cleaning everything up. And these Mustangs, yeah, even though they have anti-air, they're just not able to do enough, as we are able to get him down to 2. Oh my goodness. So, orbital bombardment's offered. Not a bad choice for us. Everything else would be a skip. So it's a decision of do we want it or do we want to skip? And we wind up skipping. So our opponent has sold their other wraith here. Again, guessing they're going to maybe put this nano onto this one. But we're in a pretty good spot. We sold these fire badgers. So we need something to tank this wraith. Or we need to run away. We do have a range advantage. We do have a speed advantage, so we could technically kite away with these and not lose too many of our wasps. Over here, he's effectively given us the flank. So we'll take that. And then we buy another pack of air rhinos and 2 wasps, and we say, hey, you might be coming in at this angle, but we're going to just shove it straight down the middle here and take the tower. We know we're winning over here on the flank. We've kind of given up on this left side. We probably should level this tower. They've taken HE now on the wraiths and bought 3 more level 2 wraiths. I think we had our opponent scrambling a little bit because they replaced the wraith over here. And these guys may even be able to just take it out on their way in. Let's see, it doesn't have the item anymore. We've got another shield. Where are we putting that shield? Alright, we drop a couple of missiles over here. Just trying to help ourselves out, right? So, yeah, I mean, this wraith is gross. Unfortunately for our opponent, you know, we do take out that wraith on the way in to take the tower. All of our forces are going to meet at the tower. The only thing our opponent's going to have left to deal with us is this big wraith, and without range, it's just not going to be able to hold up against our anti-air wasps, and this will be a win for us. We actually are able to win the ground game over here too, and this is just beautiful to see. Great win. Not your standard gospel deployment. You know, as we said, we wound up loaning on round 4 to get double techs because we knew we had to deal with these wraiths. Sticking all of these wraiths right here, not a great choice. This one's still too close to the line. These are in a better spot. We would have to fire at these crawlers first. Opponent never teched their crawlers or leveled them up. We did take levels and techs on ours, which, as you saw, we were winning the chaff war. Neither one of us really has a ton of chaff clear. The closest thing to chaff clear, well, I guess, I mean, we have wraiths and we have high explosive rays, but dedicated chaff clear is not really there. These are here to counter the wasps, and it's not enough. Putting them all right here like this allows us to take them all out really quickly with these huge wasps. Level 5, they did 400,000 damage in 8 total rounds of the game. I think we played them on round 3. So in 6 rounds, they did 400,000 damage, including 116,000 on this last round alone. So once you start letting these things get levels, they are just going to snowball and run all over you. Really fun game. I enjoyed it from start to finish. Got a little hairy there, but we were able to win the race and finish them off. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. For all you cultists out there, give me a glory to the swarm in the comments. I'm your cult leader, Cheese. I'll see you in the next one.